Such a pleasure to talk to you about this film because it's like the cake, it's totally delicious from A to Z. Is it atmospherically like that as well when you're on a set of a Wes Anderson film?
Well, not every day, but
Yeah.
some days, yes. Some days it's fun. Yeah, we had a laugh, yeah. Not every day, but many days.
Is it easy to find the right tone for those characters because it's all about tone in those types of films?
I totally relied on Wes to guide me to the right tone. I mean, I had a sense, but he was totally... Well, we had a working method, right? Let me do my first 2 takes in any given shot or piece of dialogue. Let me do it, don't say anything. Then give me everything, please. And then when you've got it and you think you're happy, let me fly one more time, psychologically thinking that the director has got it. And that's a weird actor's sort of thing where you want to honour the director's requirements, and then in doing that you feel you're often in a good way, but then psychologically they go, yes, I'm happy, and you go, okay, now in my head I'll do what I want. Actually you're not, because you've learnt, you've absorbed what they've been asking you, so there's a possibility that you've absorbed everything that they've asked and you give something else to it. Doesn't always work like that, but Wes was very generous in allowing that to me.
It's like osmosis.
Yes.
Well, it's not appropriate for every role, but for this one, who was your inspiration? What's Gustav all about for you?
Precision. There's a wonderful actor called Anton Walbrook, German actor who worked in England after the war, but I love he has a beautiful precision about him, and that was helpful to me. As an actor, he's not like Gustav. He often played quite scary roles, famously in The Red Shoes, but it's a wonderful, elegant precision.
And do you research what hotels are all about? I mean, I'm always very surprised when I get to hotels about people's body language. I mean, the way that they portray themselves and walk around. Did you start observing that, or was it necessary?
Well, I was able to draw on memories of working in a hotel when I was a young, aspiring drama student. And I worked in a hotel in London called Brown's Hotel, which is quite a well-known
it's wonderful.
hotel, and I worked as a house porter. I was changing shower curtains and changing light bulbs, polishing brass, and I used to have the prehistoric video machines. In those days, you couldn't have movies on demand. They would have videotapes, and I'd have to take the machine up to the room and plug it in. But I remember, I remember very odd. You meet all kinds of people. I remember I had to carry. I was occasionally promoted to hall porter, and there was a Gustav-like guy who was quite camp. He was Italian, and he would serve tea at Brown's Hotel, and he had a trick where he would take the tablecloth out, and everything would still stay.
I know, it's
but he always walked like this everywhere, and. Once I was changing a shower curtain in the room where they kept all the sweet cakes. And I was changing this curtain, and he was there correcting his cakes. And they looked all good, and I said, I'm trying to be friendly, I said, those cakes look really good. And he said, it's all shit, my friend, it's all shit.
So he was a bit of an inspiration. How important has it always been in your career to have characters that are very far removed to who you are in real life? Is it a prerequisite?
I think it's great to have the spectrum as an actor, to be able, sometimes there are parts you feel that are close to you and at the right time in the right context, that's great. Other times it's thrilling to get a part that feels like a long way from you and it's a challenge. But you need directors to help you get there. I feel that more and more. You need to have a really strong bond with the director to help. Why have they chosen you to play this part? You've chosen me, why? You know, I'll come with my sense of what the part is, but you've asked me to come to this, so please help me to, what is it? You know, you have to be really close to your director, I think.
And becoming one yourself, have you become more observing of directors when you're not directing?
Oh, sure, absolutely, yeah. I hopefully in a positive sense, in that I think I have now perhaps more respect for what they're having to do, what they're taking on, and the decisions that they have to make.